Test. Right, there we go. Awesome. All right, guys, welcome. This is our lovely 45-minute slow stretch class. It's a nice, easy, reflective, open the body and mind kind of practice. You're actually going to start today in your Shavasana. So you're going to go ahead and lay down. And you've most likely just been sitting and standing a lot already, so this is a nice release. Now you can take the Shavasana with your legs out and open. You can bring your soles of the feet together and butterfly the knees out, which will open up your hips and inner thighs. Your other option is to open the feet wide and lean the knees into each other, kind of like a TP leans into itself. And that can be a little bit nicer in the low back and the hips. So you can choose for your body what's feeling good today. Taking both hands, place them low on your belly, so kind of below your belly button. It kind of actually feels like they're on your hips, the front of the hips. Spread your fingers wide. Relax your arms, your shoulders. And begin to move your breath in and out through the nose if you can. Tongue at the bottom of your mouth. You might notice how you feel only your thumbs, pointer fingers, maybe even the middle fingers moving as you breathe. Can we bring the breath so low that you actually feel your pinky fingers rise and fall? You feel your ring fingers rise and fall. So moving the breath as low down into the pelvis as you can. Let this breath just rinse out your day. Rinse away the month. And rinse away the year. So you are only in this present moment. We practice releasing any concern about the future. And we forgive past. Walking your knees into the sit bones, feet on your mat. Inhale, reach the arms over the head, stretching. Your exhale, drop your knees over to the right. Just let them fall, let them be staggered. Maybe a little bit of exploring in the ribs, a little shifting of the hips. Roll the wrists just a few times if it feels good. And moving the breath even deeper through the sides and back body, through the belly. And inhale, return the knees to center. As you exhale, drop them over to the left. And again, just little shifts of the hips, little shifting around in the ribs. Just feel your body on this side. You can move the arms around if you'd like to, if it feels good. Inhale, return to center. Take the knees into your chest. Exhale. Spread your toes where the feet are side by side here. No ankle crossing. You can stay just here where you are. Begin to wrap the arms around the legs any amount. Creating as much of a squeeze and as much pressure as you are able to. Not trying to force. Feel your belly expand against the legs. Feel the belly pull into the spine. Returning the feet to the mat. Inhale, arms over the head. We're going to return to that twist. Exhale, drop the knees over to the right. One more time. And again, you can stay just like this with your staggered legs, or take that top leg and start to explore some movement in that top leg. Straight, high and low, bend. Searching in your sensations in the pose even deeper. And inhale, return to center, realign if needed. Exhale, drop over to the left, and maybe explore movement in the right top leg. Notice your mind trying to venture back to attachment of the past, worry of the future. We practice staying present. We practice being here, connected to breath and body. Aware of our thoughts, aware of our urges, our habits, where the mind wants to go sometimes, but not following those urges, not following that train of thought. We watch, we notice, and we come back to the breath. When it feels like inhale, return to center, realign. From here, keep your knees bent, open up your feet as wide as you can. So ideally, they're at the edges of the mat or even past the edges of your mat. Swish the knees side to side, finding your knee dips. Feeling that stretch in the leg that dips down to the center. So you feel that in the quad, all the way up in the front of the hip, where you might even have to shift in the hips a little bit to find that stretch. Feel the little massage from the ground across the back and sides of the hips, along the sit bone muscles. Returning to center, walk the feet in, take your knees into the chest, hands on the tops of your knees, spread your toes, and guide the knees in circles, any direction. Legs can stay together, they can be open and apart. And I will write down what is written in the stars. It's open, decided, don't erase. And just the right knee hugs in, left foot plants to the mat, knee bend. And here you're going to push into your bottom foot and lift your tailbone off the mat ever so slightly. So think of it like you're going into bridge, but it's just an inch or two off the floor. It's not very much. It's more like a pelvic tilt, kind of like you're tucking your tailbone in, sort of like you would do for your cat pose. if, of course, that causes you any major discomfort or pain, let the tailbone rest flat to the floor. But depending on how you're holding tension in your low spine today, that lift might feel really, really good. And extend this right leg straight up to the sky. Hands wrap around thigh, calf, ankle, or foot, or you can use a strap if you have one. Rolling the top ankle. And again, your tailbone is either again flat or that tuck and lift. Little movements in your top leg. Again, searching for all that good sensation you can create. You say your magic words so that I forget. Then we're going to float this leg down to the ground. So I'm keeping the leg as straight as you can. Float it down in 6, 5, 4, 3. Still keeping that tuck if you like it. 2, 1. Relax. Legs come out. Roll your ankles. Wiggle your toes. And walk your feet in. Other side. Left knee hugs in. And you feel how your low spine, your tailbone area is kind of flat to the ground, or you press into that bottom foot and just tuck that tailbone in. It's about an inch or less, a couple inches little lift. Spread your left toes, keep them spread, keep that awareness of your own body, that control of your own body. What do you say? What do you say? We buy this place. Straight leg lifted up to the sky. If it doesn't straighten all the way, it's all right. You might have to move the leg a little further away from the body to get that straight leg. We're working toward having the leg come closer and closer to the belly, to the chest. Roll the ankle when you find your spot. Shift the leg a little bit side to side or little circles, keeping that tailbone tuck if it feels good. Stand a little closer. Stand a little closer. Tongue at the bottom of your mouth. Your jaw is relaxed throughout this practice. The teeth are separated. And floating the leg down. 6, 5. Straight leg as much as you can. Spread your toes. 4. Keep the tailbone tuck if you like it. 3, 2. All the way down. 1. Relax. Extend out. Roll ankles, wiggle toes. Nice. Walking your feet in and taking yourself up onto your elbows. On your elbows, we're going to put a little cat-cow here. Inhale, open belly, heart, pull the shoulders back, look either slightly up, or if the neck lets you, you can drop the head back. That should feel nice in the body. Remember, anything causes you pain or numbness, we don't do it. Exhale, navel to your spine, chin to your chest, round your back like you're pushing your back into the floor. Tailbone tucks. Inhale, tilt open. Exhale, squeeze out. Inhale, open. And exhale. One more time, open. Exhale, round. Bring it up. Nice. Coming up onto your hands, I'm going to turn toward you. We're going to move into an awkward straddle. Open up the feet nice and wide. Try to keep your feet flat to the ground if you can. Hands are going to start behind you. Sit up tall. Your knees slightly opening out and still keeping the feet flat. So if you feel stretch around your inner thighs when your hips, you got it. You can sway a little bit left and right. Feeling good, lean a little forward. Feeling real good. Bring the hands forward. Dip it down as low as you can. Breathe. Especially in these moments where we're just kind of holding a pose. Notice where your mind tends to go. Practice staying present. And from here, drift a little bit over to your right. I'm going to mirror you. So you can be low like me. You can be high with your hands a little bit behind you, right? You're going to bring your left arm up to the sky. So your right hand can be to the ground behind you, to the ground in front. If you're going pretty low, this right hand sweeps underneath the right leg. I like to kind of wrap it around my ankle and foot for a little leverage. Gazing up as much as the neck allows you. If the neck becomes fatigued or achy, just look forward or look down. Top arm, give it some movement. Reach it out behind you. Reach it out over the head. Make circles forward and open. You can even wrap it around your low back and play with grabbing the flesh of the right inner thigh. You can hold any of those moments if you find a really good spot. Breathe, still feeling the breath move through your belly, tongue at the bottom of your mouth. And return. And inhale, come through center. And exhale, kind of dip over to your left. Inhale, right arm lifts. And find your motion. And you're just looking for sensation. You're looking to get right into those tight spots in your body. Sometimes they're everywhere. Sometimes they're hiding. And we're going to go single breath. So our inhale coming up to center. You can sit high or come a little bit low at center. Let's go exhale to reach and open. Exhale. Inhale, come through your center, whether it's high or low. And exhale, drift over to your left. Reach up. One more time. Inhale, find your center. Exhale, over to your right. Inhale, center. And exhale, last one, over to your left. Inhale, all the way up. Reach the arms to the sky. Try to touch your palms. Look up past your fingers. And exhale, hard. Beautiful. Take your legs, cross them in front of you. Ooh, we were holding that straddle for quite a while. We're going to cross legs up and happy for you. Take what feels good. Inhale, sit up tall. And exhale, just walk it forward any amount. Breathe. Feeling free to explore, to shift, take anything in this pose that you love. Stay mindful. Stay present. Walking it up, changing the crossing your legs, just sitting tall, forward fold. Noticing if there's any difference with this opposite leg in front. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Take me to outer space. Kiss me where we'll find. And walk it up. Beautiful. So you can sit any way that's comfortable for you. We're going to take our right, I'm actually going to press, just this is comfortable for me right now. So anything you want to sit that's comfortable, taking your right arm across your chest, left hand comes across that right forearm. Now it can be the hand, you can bring it into the crook of the elbow, whatever feels good for you. Bring it across, take that right shoulder, drop it down, and drop your head to the left. You can bring a little bit of exploring movement here. Open up this right shoulder, right arm, opening the neck. And returning up, switch. Cross the chest, shoulder down, head over to the right. Breathe into those tight spots. The world could be on fire and we wouldn't know. The temperature's rising and no one knows. We'll hide behind the money, that's the way it goes. The world could be on fire and we wouldn't know. And return it to center. Roll the shoulders back and down a couple times. And forward and down a couple times. Beautiful. Taking your knees into your chest, your feet flat to the ground. We're doing sitting chair twist. You're going to try your best to keep your knees together and touching the entire time and the toes facing straight forward. A lot of happens during the series is knees tend to kind of wobble and fall apart. Keep that together, squeezing and active, yeah? Up from the side. It sounds like that. From here, your right hand taken behind you. Left arm, you have a choice of just kind of hugging around the legs and twisting gently that way, or bringing your arm to the outside of that right leg and twist here. Breathe. Gazing far back behind you, or bringing mindful movement into the neck. And notice that the knees are starting to fall open. Keep them touching together. A little squeeze in those legs. Yeah, a little activeness. Your back hand is there for you so that you don't start slouching. Go around in the spine. Push into that back hand and sit tall through the spine. Breathe. Big belly breath, even though the belly is being twisted and compressed. Hopefully you did not just eat a big meal, but if you did, then you take this a little bit gentler. Maybe not so big of a belly breath, not so big of a twist. Stay where you are. Give it one more inhale, sit just a little taller, a little bit more length. One more exhale, the deepest twist you have on the side. And inhale, come forward. Butterfly out, cobbler. Exhale, stretch it down. Remember, your cobbler There's some very little variations to help it work for your body. You can go very close into your body, traditional cobbler. You can come really far out, away from the body, yin cobbler, softer, more stretch on the outsides of the hips and thighs. You can have it like you're straddle sitting, tall, hands behind you, just working on posture and length, yeah. Swaying is always welcome, left and right. If it feels good. And return, walk it up. Taking the knees together, touching with your other side. So a little activation here, a little squeeze in those legs. Left hand behind you, right arm hugs, twist, or drift the arm to the outside of the leg. You can't, I forgot to say this on the other side, you can also have an arm between and press that way. You gotta squeeze your arm with your legs, right? Don't let it drift open. I like to go on the outside of the leg. Choose your adventure, sitting tall with each inhale, twisting a little deeper with each exhale. Even if that lifting and twisting is only just a millimeter or less, maybe it's more internal, more in your mind, that's okay. Because that visualizing of the pose helps keep you connected to it. Giving yourself a little purpose on each breath. One more inhale, bring a little more length into your spine. One more exhale, deepest twist you have, navel to the spine. Look as far back as you can. And inhale, return to face forward. One more beautiful cobbler, exhale, fold it down. So you might do the same variation of cobbler you did a second ago, or maybe this time you change it up and play. Option to add to your cobbler is trying to open the soles of your feet like you're opening up a book, yeah? Pressing the heels in together and turning those bottoms of the feet up toward the ceiling. This is a little bit of ankle opening and activation, a little bit of foot activation as well. That can be with your feet far away or close to you. And walk it up. From here, take him, so I'm still going to mirror you. You're going to take your right knee, bring it up, and both feet are going to come a little bit more in towards your body. You're going to lean over into this left hip and thigh. So your right hip and sit bone are off the ground a little bit. You're just kind of leaned over here. So our arms, our torso come inside of this right leg. And you're going to start to fold here. This is our half cobbler pose. And we're going to play some fun variations here. So you can just stretch down here if you like. Feeling this in the inner thighs, the hips, the low back. You can take those sways and explore. Option. This right leg, you can actively squeeze it into your shoulder. If you let it squeeze the inner thigh and the hip, that's going to be some strength. You can take this right arm, reach it in front of the right shin, wrap it around to try to grab your right thigh. Shoulder opener. Maybe you stick with that half bind. Maybe you take the left hand, bring it around. Join the hands together, bow the head, full bind. So one more option for your shoulders that don't require any binding is keeping the arms inside, interlace along your low back, Straighten and lift the arms as much as you can, bowing the head down, maybe rolling the shoulders in the socket. Gently release the hands if you are working with them. Press the body up. Very nice. Taking your legs, you're just going to swish over, rock over to your other side. So now you're leaning into your right leg and hip. Or if you're very tight today, the hands stay behind you and you're just working on sitting up tall. Working on posture and lengthening. As you get comfortable with this, then we start to crawl it forward. Or you can take any of those variations at any time. Play a little bit. One side might be very different than the other. Breathe. Again, where's the mind? Keep it here. Feeling everything in your body in this pose. I can make you put your phone down. Feeling and noticing without judgment. I can make you put your phone without down. Labels. I can make you put your phone down. I can make you put your phone down. This practice is your time to be free from all that outside stuff. All that busyness, all that noise. When you're with me, I can make you put your phone down. So you can show me attention. And if you're playing around with the arms, release the hands and pressing the body up. Okay. So if you notice we haven't gotten up once during this practice today, we do want to give you at least one standing forward fold. So I'm actually going to let you get up there any way you want. You can do your stand up, you can use your hands, but any way you want to get up, stand up. The one and only time you're going to stand up during this practice today. When you get there, let's roll the feet out a little bit. So just standing nice, alternate the rolling of your ankles. And also alternate the pressing of the tops of your feet. Now you're controlling the pressure, how much you're pushing onto the tops of the feet. Maybe this is the most love your feet have gotten today. And we're going to our hanging forward fold. So your choice, maybe you feel comfortable enough to have the feet together. Maybe you want your feet about hips, or some hips width, shoulder, mat, or really wide angle. Again, your choice. You can change it up in the middle if you want to. I'm going to go about kind of a little bit wider than the shoulder. Toes are going to face forward. Maybe you have really wide legs. Pigeon toe in just a little touch. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Forward fold, exhale, take it down. You're just going to hang. Letting your low back decompress. Feel free to take variations. Exploring movement. But no matter where you take this pose, and stay mindful. Press slightly to the outer edges of your feet. Engage your quads, firm in your thighs. Tighten your pelvic floor.
grasping at glimpses of gentle
Deep breath.
spirit. He runs, wishing he could fly, only to trip at the sound.
Tongue at the bottom of your mouth. Teeth are separated. Lips are closed.
Wordlessly watching, he waits by the window and wonders
Relax your
at
neck.
the empty place inside. Heartlessly helping himself to her bad dreams. He worries, did he hear a goodbye? Or even
And pressing through the shins, inhale, lengthen halfway up. Give yourself a moment there to move forward for a while. If you need to kind of reset here a little bit longer, stay here. When you're ready, you're going to return down to the mat, coming to the front of the mat. Arms are on the back of your thighs, on your spinal rolls, if they feel good. If not, find your knee circles that we had earlier. And then we'll all come down to our backs, all coming to the knee circles once again. If you still want to roll a little bit longer, go for it. Bottoms of your feet touching the mat. Walk the heels a step closer toward the sit bones or toward those fingertips. We're going to full bridge. Arms down by the sides of the body, palms down. If you prefer, you can have your arms over the head. That works a little bit different muscles around your shoulders and upper back. Inhale, lifting up the hips as high as they'll go. If you have your arms down at the sides of the body, you can interlace your fingers, tuck the shoulders under the chest and together, and lift as high as possible. Then we're going to pulse these hips, just a few inches of movement. We're going to pulse the hips 5, press up 4, press up 3, 2, 1, hold it up there. Squeeze the sit bone muscles, really press into your feet and your shoulders and arms. Pulse again, and press up 5, press up 4, extra squeeze 3, push 2, and up 1, hold it up there. One more time, dip and press up 5, press 4, 3, chest toward the chin, 2, 1, and hold. Breathe. And let it gently release down. Ooh, feel that difference, yeah? Open the arms out to the sides or over the head. Keep the feet together, knees together, or cross one leg over the other. Twist to your right. Head goes left. Final twist. Breathe. Inhale, return to center, uncross, realign. Change the legs if needed and go over to the left, head to the right. Breathe. Wash our hands of all our friends, where change can really come. If we hide our fears and don't draw near, have we really lived? Or are we all just standing here, hoping there is grace? Inhale, returning up to center. You can take any last pose or squeeze that you feel you need today before going into your Shavasana. So a personal practice moment, just a moment. And when you are ready, enter into that Shavasana. Here the lips are so relaxed they might separate. Each exhale longer than your inhale. Let go of the future. Forgive the past. Be here right now, aware of this moment. Let go of words. Let go of time. Just breathe. And begin to move your breath fuller and deeper. Bring movement to your fingers and toes, wrists and ankles. Massage the back of the head with a gentle rocking. Then turn your head to the right as much as you can. Chin toward the shoulder. Feel that good stretch, that good twist. Gently go to your left. And center. Maybe stretch the arms over the head. Take a yawn, a wiggle of your tongue. Walk your feet in. Pull over to either side of your body. Lay here as long as you like, or begin to make your way up to any comfortable sitting position. In yoga philosophy, it is believed that all of life's suffering is held in the past or the future, held in our attachment to the past and to the future. And we alleviate our suffering by living in the present moment. So just taking that idea with you, take it to your practice. With a big inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Exhale, bring the hands down to the heart space. And sealing our practice as we say, Namaste.